It has been 1 month since The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom released, and now it's time to start this big project. The Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Randomizer by Waiku is now a thing, and its first version is available now. Let me give you an overview of the following video's contents. I would be happy if you don't skip through too much, because it's pretty informative and it's not a long video. Let's get started. First, I would like to start with improvements over the Breath of the Wild randomizer. The Tears of the Kingdom randomizer is now binded directly to Link. That means wherever Link is, the randomizer will be running in the background. In the Breath of the Wild randomizer it was possible to set it up this way as well, however due to its weaker engine it was unreliable and could break, unlike with Tears of the Kingdom's engine. I did multiple stress tests and not once did it break. And what pro is this resulting in? Well, because this method didn't work in Breath of the Wild, I had to place a trigger in every map instead, which have been 143 maps in total. Not only does this avoid additional hassle in development, but we will also have way less files in the Tears of the Kingdom randomizer, which can be more convenient and allows for a better overview. Also, future DLC issues where the randomizer would not work because it would load DLC map files and the user doesn't have the DLC installed are nullified by the new method as well, because, well, everyone has the link files at least, right? Because of the change I just explained, the total file size of the Tears of the Kingdom randomizer is and will be way smaller in comparison to the Breath of the Wild randomizer. The Breath of the Wild randomizer is 1.1 GB big on Wii U and 1.8 GB big on Switch. The Tears of the Kingdom randomizer is only 10 MB big, so over 100 times smaller. This is because now all of these map files don't have to be included anymore, which made up 90% of the total file size. However, Nintendo's new compression method must be praised as well, which additionally saves place for the custom files. Once all features have been implemented, I expect that the total file size will not exceed 100 MB. That would still at least be 10 times smaller in comparison to the Breath of the Wild randomizer. In the Breath of the Wild randomizer it was not possible to randomize weapon modifiers on the fly. Only in chests, but they would be fixed and not changeable. However, in the Tears of the Kingdom randomizer you will be able to get swords, large swords, spears, shields and bows with modifiers. I also made sure that you can receive fused weapons. This took a bit to implement, but I really wanted to have it right away in the first version. This allows for a very big number of total possible weapon combinations you can randomly receive. Let me give you an example. Let's say we have 20 base weapons, right? In the Breath of the Wild randomizer it would have been 20 possible weapons. However, in the Tears of the Kingdom randomizer, 20 base weapons can already result in well over 5000 possible weapon combinations. Why is that, you ask? Well, first of all, the weapons can be fused, so you would multiply 20 by 20, which is already 400. Now these 400 weapons can also receive 4 modifiers, which makes it already 1600 possible combinations. But these modifiers can also have different values. Currently there are 4 different values, so you can easily reach over 5000 total possible combinations with only 20 base weapons. Once I added all base weapons, I really wonder if we can crack the 1 million mark. We can go even further and include all the monster parts like horns that you can fuse onto your weapons, and it will be such a high number of possible combinations. The first version 0.1.0 includes a randomizer cycle that will trigger one of the following in a certain interval: getting a weapon, shield or bow. There are currently around 3000 possible combinations: getting an item, getting teleported, getting or losing rupees. I already invested many dozen of hours into this project and I'm looking forward to implement features we know from the Breath of the Wild randomizer, like randomly spawned enemies, random drops, environmental changes and so on. Also, the goal mode will surely make its return. It was nice to see that you really enjoyed this mode and the majority of you played with custom goals. I'm also open for new features that are within the bounds of possibility, of course. I highly encourage you to join my Discord server where you can talk about all of my projects and get in close contact with me as well. For the Breath of the Wild randomizer, I often did so-called creator direct polls, where I would ping everyone with that role and you can actively vote on a poll that would influence the future of the randomizer. I'm very positive that this will happen once again. The link to the server will be down below in the description. I'm looking forward to see you there. Really. The Tears of the Kingdom randomizer by Waikutero is a work in progress project at this point in time. There will be no publicly available version until at least all base features have been implemented. However, I'm offering early access to my Patreon subscribers on Patreon. You will be able to download the latest versions directly on the Patreon posts and possibly on the dedicated Discord channel as well. The link to my Patreon page will be down below in the description as well. There are 3 tiers you can choose from. Tears of the Kingdom Randomizer Early Access. With this tier, you will receive early access downloads for the Tears of the Kingdom Randomizer. Tears of the Kingdom Randomizer Early Access Plus. This tier includes the download and additionally you will be permanently credited in the Tears of the Kingdom Randomizer. However, this tier is somewhat limited. Tears of the Kingdom Randomizer Early Access Plus. This tier includes the download, the permanent credits and additionally lets you choose a custom dialogue that will be implemented into the Tears of the Kingdom randomizer. This tier is heavily limited. Now it's up to you to decide if you wanna support this project. I at least hope so and I will leave you now with some more gameplay. Thank you for listening until the end.